Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to one more class. Today is August 3rd. It's Wednesday. And now it's our 3:30 class. This is White Angle 3. And we are doing the review for the midterm test, units 4, 5, and 6. So, super welcome to our class today. As you can see here on our page on Google Classroom, last class on Monday, we did the review of Unit 4. Okay, so let me try to make it a little bigger so you can see better. Yay, awesome. So we reviewed travel vocabulary, phrasal verbs, will versus going to, and simple present and present continuous to talk about the future. Okay. And today we are going to review units 5 and 6. All right. So here we go. The topics are Unit 5, home. So expressions with make, making comparisons, adjective order, nouns and prepositions, ed and ing adjectives, and English for real, accepting and rejecting invitations. Unit 6. Hi, Manu. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome. So, Unit 6, images. We will see agent nouns, quantifiers. Okay, we have two parts, part 1 and part 2. So, quantifiers like both, several, most, and all. And part 2, too much, too many, a little, a few, a lot, and enough. Double object verbs and English for real, giving and accepting compliments. All that today, okay? So the best thing to do is starting by doing some exercises on the platform. And after that, I will give you a mock test. What is a mock test? A mock test is like a simulado in Portuguese, okay? So let me write it down for you here so you know what it is. Okay. So if all goes well, we are going to do a simulado today, okay? Or a mock test. So let's start by checking out. Sorry?
Esse simulado vale ponto?
No. It's just for review. Okay? No, it's just to review. Don't worry. All right, so let me try to open up the site here. I should have done that before, actually, but I wasn't able to. So let me just go get it now. Just a moment. No. Just a moment, okay, guys, I'm getting there. Okay, so here we are. We are going over to the platform, okay? And I will try to see here the activities from units 4, 5, and 6. Specifically today, units 5 and 6, okay? the best thing to do, because here on the platform, we have the review of the most important points. So we're going to do Unit 5 test and then Unit 6 test. Okay? After that, we do the mock test, right? So Unit 5 talks about home, as you know, right? So let's see the grammar. What are the most important parts in relation to the grammar part? Okay, so let's try to make it a little bigger so you can see better. Yes, here we are. Can you see that, people? Yes? Great. So, awesome. So in the first part, we have, let me just remind you, let me remind you in terms of grammar, what Unit 5 is all about. So in this unit, we saw making comparisons, okay? Adjective order. We also saw nouns with preposition, which is more vocabulary, and ed and ing adjectives, which is also vocabulary. Okay, so basically the grammar part is this. Okay, making comparisons in adjective order. So let's go back there. All right, so choose the correct words or phrases to complete the sentences. So let's see the first one. The upstairs rooms are than the downstairs rooms. So which one do you think is best here? There are two options, okay? One is lightest and the other lighter. So can you say again, please?
I think it's liar. Lighter.
Lighter, yes, very good, Rebecca, excellent. Lighter, because look, we have the word then. So when we have this word, we are comparing. So we need to use the comparative of superiority. So this is how we form the comparative with ER for short adjectives and the word more plus long adjective. Okay? Exactly, that's it. So number 2, the size of the garden is the thing to me. So let's take a look now.
Most
Most
important.
important.
Excellent. The most important. So here we have the word the before the comparative adjective. So here, in reality, we have to use the superlative form, okay? Because we have the word the before, okay? So it makes all the difference, all right? Just like the word then indicates comparative, the word the indicates superlative. Okay, great. Now, number 3. Adam is in apartments than I am.
More interested.
More.
Yes. Perfect. Comparative. More interested. Okay. Number 4. I know you like this apartment, but the one downstairs is, and it's available now. So,
Teacher.
yeah,
O que é downstairs?
downstairs is embaixo,
Ah,
upstairs
ok.
em cima, ok?
More nice? No, just as nice.
Just as nice, okay? Because look, here, we don't really have an indication that it's a comparative. We just say, okay, I know you like this apartment, but the one downstairs could be nicer, right? The one downstairs is nicer and it's available now because nice is a short adjective. And we know that for short adjectives, we have to put the suffix er. Okay? So nice would become nicer. So more nice is not correct. The next option is just as nice. It's okay because in this case, I'm using a comparative of equality. So when we want to say that something is similar to another thing, then we use that comparative. Okay? So just as nice is good. All right? Good. And number 5, the dining room is as the living room. Let's see the options.
Not comfortable.
Oh, look at this word here. We have the word as. So it indicates a comparative of equality. It's equal, or in the negative, not equal. In this case, the best option is the second, not as comfortable, okay? Because of this word here, okay? So let me try to show you. I don't know if I can open the note here. No, I can't. But let me try to show you on our page of Google Classroom this comparative of equality. Okay, so let me try to write here. I will add it. Just a moment. Hi, Kawani. Good afternoon. Hey, good to see you.
Hi, teacher. Good to see you too.
Oh, how nice, Kawani. Super welcome. So I will try to put some examples here to show you the comparative of equality here, okay? Because it's part of our topic from Unit 5, okay? Making comparisons. So let me just signal here. I'm going to put an asterisk here, so, and then I can right here. So we have three different kinds of comparatives. We have the first one, okay? Comparative of superiority. Then the example would be, for example, São Paulo is bigger than Rio, okay? So let me make it a little bigger now because it's not so big. I guess I think, yeah. Since I'm editing, yeah, we need to have this part. So look, São Paulo is bigger than Rio. Here we have to double the final consonant because the adjective big has a vowel sandwich. There are two consonants and there is a vowel in the middle. And then for us to add a suffix here, we need to double the last consonant, okay? So it becomes bigger. And then we have the word then. So I will just highlight the elements here so you know that we are using comparative of superiority, okay? The next one, we have comparative. Oh, sorry. We have the superlative of superiority or the superlative. So for that, we're going to say that São Paulo is the biggest city in Brazil, okay? So here, when I want to talk about one item in a group, then we use the superlative. Like, for example, I'm talking about one city, São Paulo, in a group of cities in Brazil, okay? So I'm not comparing two cities only, like here, São Paulo and Rio. I'm comparing São Paulo and all the other cities in Brazil, okay? Because of that, I use the superlative. So the items that we need to have in order to make the superlative is the, and then of course we have to double the consonant because of this adjective here, which is a vowel sandwich, right? And then we have to add est, okay? So I will just signal here. The biggest, the best, the most beautiful, the richest. All these are examples of superlative, okay? And now we have another one, which is a comparative of equality. So let me just fix here. Example, São Paulo is as big as Tokyo or New York. I guess São Paulo is bigger than New York, but let's say São Paulo is as big as Tokyo. Tokyo, Japan. Okay. Here I'm saying that the two cities are just as big. Okay. Tokyo is big and Sao Paulo is big. Okay. So they are as big as. This is how we do it. Okay. So, yes. Just for you to remember the mechanics of the comparative adjectives. So here we have comparative of superiority, superlative, and comparative of equality. Okay. Here in superiority, we have here and here as well. We have the long adjectives too that we can use. I decided to use in these examples a small adjective, big, but we can also use a long adjective. So let's have one more example here. Okay, so I'm going to put a number so I can identify them, okay? 2, and here we have 3, okay? So still in number 1, we can have a long adjective. For example, we can say that Mandarin, the language, okay, is more difficult than English, okay? Don't you agree? It is difficult and certainly more difficult than English because Mandarin has a different alphabet. If I'm not mistaken, they have 2 or 3 different alphabets, and the letters are completely different from ours. So Mandarin is more difficult than English. Difficult is a long adjective, so I have to use more plus adjective plus than, okay? So here I'm going to just signal the differences and how we do it to make it a comparative of superiority, okay? More than. Okay, there you go. All right. Short here, let me just put it down. We have one example with a short adjective and one example with a long adjective, okay? Now, in the superlative, we have an example with a short adjective. Now, let's have one example with a long adjective, okay? So let's put here, let me see another example. I would like to say expensive in terms of place to live, but I'm not so sure. Which city is the most expensive here in Brazil? I don't know if it's São Paulo or Rio. I don't know, or even Brasilia, because Brasilia is expensive. But which is the most expensive city in Brazil? Let me take a look here. Let me Google which city is the most expensive to live in Brazil. Okay, do you know that?
I don't know. I think it's real too.
Yeah, I think it's Rio. I'm going to ask Google because Google can tell me the most expensive cities to live in. All right, look, which city is the most expensive to live in Brazil? Okay, so let's take a look. Yeah. Look, here we have a site that says the most expensive cities to buy property. So let's see if they're going to open. Okay, can you see that? Yeah. The 15 most expensive Brazilian cities to buy a property. So here we have Rio de Janeiro, exactly. So let's see. Are they going to give us a list of places or not? Oh, they want us to subscribe to read the whole thing. So let's just discard. This site is not good. Let's try to see another one here because this is not okay. Yeah, I found one site here that I think doesn't ask for subscription. Let me see if it works here. Because there are so many ads. My goodness. Pop-up windows everywhere. We have to keep on closing all the pop-ups. Okay, here we go. Can you see that? So if we talk in terms of cities, the most expensive are São Paulo, Rio, and Brasilia, just like we thought, okay? The cheapest cities are Natal, João Pessoa, and São Luís, all located in the Northeast, okay? Here we have a comparison. Look, the bus ticket in São Paulo is R$4.30. In São Luís, it's R$3.80. In Rio, it's R$4.05. So São Paulo is more expensive, okay? The average size, the average price of a can of Coke. Wow, look at the movie ticket. Can you see that, people? I'm so shocked. Look at how much it is to go to the movies in São Paulo. 42 reais. Okay, guys, so it's clear that São Paulo is the most expensive city in Brazil. All right, so let's go back there. Okay, so here we can say that São Paulo is the most expensive city in Brazil. Okay, so here we have the elements we use to form the superlative of a long adjective. We need to have the plus most and then the adjective. Only that, okay? So let's just highlight the main elements for you here. Okay? Of course, the adjective, but just so you know. Okay, guys, so here we have examples of each one, okay, of the adjectives. Comparative, short, long, superlative, short, long, And the comparative of equality is the same for short and long adjectives. No difference, okay? I can say São Paulo is as big as Tokyo, and I can also say São Paulo is as expensive as Tokyo, okay? As expensive as Tokyo. Because Tokyo is expensive, okay? So here, the same. We are using the same elements, right? For short and for long adjectives, okay? The same. Here, there is no need to highlight the adjective, but just the use of as. Okay, girls, so let me save this so you can have access to this information after class. It's right here, okay? Below Unit 5, okay, here. Comparative of superiority, superlative, and comparative of equality, okay? I will fix this spacing later on, okay? Now, back to our exercise. Let's go there. Here, we have exercise number 5, okay? The dining room is as the living room. So, the best option is not as comfortable as the living room, okay? All right. I can use the equality for affirmative and negative as well, okay? All right, girls, okay? All right. So if you have any questions, please ask me, okay? Don't be afraid. Number 6, I'm so about winning the award. My heart is still beating fast. Now they are moving to the next topic. Remember the adjectives with ing and ed ending. So let's take a look here. I'm so about winning the award. Here we are talking about the feeling, the emotion. So which one is the best option here? What do you think? Hello, is there anybody there? Come on, people. If you can't speak, you can write. Send a message.
Excited.
Okay, send a message. Write a message here. Okay, this is so.
Exciting.
The first or the second?
I think it's the second one.
Ah, very good, Kawani. Was it you, Kawani? Yeah? Great. The second one. So excited. People, we are talking here about the feeling, the emotion, okay? So here, look, we are talking about how the person feels, all right? So in this case, we should use excited because adjectives that end in ed, they talk about how we feel, all right? We are not describing something or giving opinion. No, we are talking about how we feel. So I'm excited, all right? Good. Now, number 7. This painting is, I'm not sure. I understand it, but it makes me think. Now, I'm talking about a picture. Okay? Which one is the best option?
The first.
The first. Very good. You got it? Yeah? I'm describing an object, or I'm talking about something, like I'm giving my opinion. So I should use ING. Okay. Number 8. The new class at the gym is, but I sleep well at night.
The first.
Excellent. The first. Because I'm talking about the new class at the gym. So I'm describing something. I'm giving my opinion. Okay, so the class is tiring. Okay, so number 9. Soft colors have a effect.
The first.
Pay attention. I'm talking about soft colors. I'm not talking about how I feel. I'm describing the effect of soft colors. So it's like I'm describing the colors. So the best option is pleasing. Okay? All right. Now, the last one. Jenna hasn't heard from her sister. She's quite that her sister missed the flight. So here I'm talking about how Jenna feels. Okay? So she's quite. The first or the second?
The second.
Yes, the second. All right? Because this is how she feels. So it's the second. Okay? So let's check the answers. All right. Everything correct. Okay? So if you want, you can take a picture if it's possible. Okay? Here they don't show all the words. Yeah, it does. You can see everything. Okay. All right, people. So can I close this one? Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's go over now to the vocabulary from Unit 5. Remember, in this unit, we saw, let's go back to Google Classroom. What was the vocabulary from Unit 5? Expressions with make. And also adjective order and some nouns and prepositions. Okay? So we have 3 topics. 1, this one here, 2, and this one here, 3. Okay? So let's take a look there. Okay. So match the missing words to complete the sentences and questions. So here we have the questions. Okay. I guess the last one is not a question, yes. And here we have the words we need to use, okay? So let's go to the first one. Does my explanation make? Which word is missing there? Let me try to make it smaller so you can see. I guess now you can try. Yeah, I think, yeah, now it's visible, right? So which word from here matches the first question? Oh, no, not really. So does my explanation make sense? Okay, so this is the best option. Let's put it there. Okay. So make sense is when you understand what I'm saying because it's clear and it's obvious. Okay, so does it make sense to you? Okay, next one. Yeah. Wow, it's so untidy here. Who made this?
Mess.
Yes, perfect. Okay. So does everybody know the meaning of make a mess? Yes?
Yes.
Great. Number 3, what can we make without spending too much money?
Changes.
Yes, perfect. Great. So we can also make some changes, right? Great. Number 4, do you have access the swimming pool at night? So now it's a different topic. Now here, numbers 1, 2, and 3 were collocations with make. And now we start talking about verbs plus preposition, okay? So here we should use a preposition. Do you have access
To.
to, okay, to the swimming pool? Okay, great. Number 5, do you think there is a demand? Tiny houses.
4.
4, excellent. A demand for. Okay, so these two words, they usually go together. Have access to, there is a demand for something, okay? Number 6, Veronica is a member
Of.
of, okay, the museum board. So be a member of, okay? Now here we have some phrasal verbs, okay? So let's see. Veronica, oh, sorry. Number 7, I don't hear the kids. Do you think I should?
Check on.
Yes, very good. Check on them. When you check on someone, you want to verify if the person is okay or if everything is okay. So you check on somebody, okay? Here, the person is a little worried. The person says, I don't hear the kids. Do you think I should check on them? Okay. Number 8, let's figure out a time we can meet next week. So to figure out is to find a solution, okay? To, find a way to do something. So figure out a time we can meet next week. All right. So in this exercise, they reviewed collocations with make, nouns and prepositions, and verbs and prepositions, which are phrasal verbs. Okay? All right, everything correct. So please, guys, take a picture. Here we can see all the questions, all the sentences. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. Okay, the last part has to do with the video lesson or English for real, okay? So back to our page on Google Classroom, let me tell you what it is about. Unit 5, English for real, is about accepting and rejecting invitations, okay? So let's go back to the exercise. Okay. So here we should complete the conversation. Okay, so there is nothing here, but there are some phrases here. Okay, we should put them in order, I guess. So here we have about 6 p.m. I'm having a few people over. Are you free on Friday? I think so. What's up? That sounds great. What time? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm still at work at 6. So which one could be the first here? No idea? Remember, when you invite someone to do something, the first thing you should do is check if the person is available. Okay? So the best way to start this conversation is by asking, are you free on Friday? Okay? This is a nice way to start an invitation, right? You have to see if the person, you should see if the person is available. So, are you free on Friday? Then what is the best answer?
I think so. What's up?
Yes, very good. So let me reorganize the phrases here. Yeah, okay. So that's a good answer. I think so. What's up? And then what comes next?
I'm having a few people over.
Yes, very good. So now that the person said he or she is available, I can say what my plans are. So I'm having a few people over. What does that mean? It means that I'm inviting some friends to my place, to my house. Okay? So we are having a get together. That's what it means when we say I'm having a few people over. Okay? All right. So you say what's happening, what's going on. What does your friend say?
That sounds great. What time?
Yes, perfect. And then, of course, you tell the time, right? Okay, about 6 p.m. And then your friend says, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm still at work at 6. Okay, So he can't go. All right. So let's check the answers. Great. Please take a picture. All right, people. So that was Unit 5, okay? So I'm going back here to the menu, and let's take a look now at Unit 6 test, so we can wrap it up, okay? Again, 3 parts: grammar, vocabulary, and English for real. Let's try to do it all, okay? Before we start, let's see the grammar points from Unit 6. Okay, so let's go over to our page on Google Classroom right here and take a look. Yeah, it's a little confusing because this is, yeah, too close to this. But look, this is Unit 6. Okay, people. So the topic is images, right? And the grammar for this lesson was about quantifiers and also double object verbs. Okay, so here we have a focus on quantifiers, basically, right? These are the grammar points. This is basically vocabulary, agent nouns, right? But we will see about it. Let's do the quantifiers first. So we have both, several, most and all, too much, too many, a little, a few, a lot, and enough. Okay? So let's go there. All right. So here, look what we have. Quantifiers. Okay. So let's complete. Match the missing words to complete the sentences. So let's see the first one. I've read books about space exploration, but not all. Let's see the options. What do you think?
A lot.
A lot. It could be right if we had a lot of, because we have the word books here. Okay, so to put a lot, we should use the preposition of. Okay, so it would be, I've read a lot of books about space exploration, but not all. Okay, that will be all right. But here, there is no preposition, okay? So let's try to find another option. Any idea? No?
Few. I read a few books about
I've
space.
read few books about space exploration, but not all. So the meaning of few is when we want to talk about small quantity. That's the meaning of few, okay? So do you think here we are talking about small quantity?
All.
Yeah. Here, if I say all books, and then in the end I say, but not all, it doesn't make much sense, right? Suppose I've read all books about space exploration, but not all. It's dubious, right? The best one here would be several, okay? I've read several books, because several in Portuguese means vários, okay? So I've read several books, okay? Now let's see number 2. My professor said that students must take a photography class. So it seems to be something mandatory, because he's using the word must. So here we should use all, okay? It's something mandatory. So everybody should do this, okay? So all students must take a photography class. Now, number 3, look. It's a negative sentence. So we don't have enough time, okay? So usually we use the word enough as a quantifier when we want to talk about not everything we need. It's like we need more time. We don't have enough time. Our time is too short, okay? So that's a negative idea. So it fits well here, okay? Number 4, did you notice of problems in the report? Here we can say a lot. Look, because there is the preposition, all right? A lot of. So then it's okay. So did you notice a lot of problems in the reports? Okay, in the report, sorry. Number 5, we are late because there was too traffic. There was too much traffic. Okay, guys, so much we use when we want to express excess of something, more than necessary. So it's excess of traffic. And I use much, like too much, for uncountable things, like the word traffic, okay? For countable things, we use too many, okay? Okay, number 6. She brought back souvenirs from her trip. And now, so the person brought back souvenirs. Souvenirs are like those little gifts you buy just to show you you remembered the person when you were traveling, okay? It's like lembranças or lembrancinhas, okay, from a trip. So she brought back souvenirs from her trip
To me.
to me. So we have here 2 similar prepositions. We have to and we have 4. And here in number 7, we have, we told the whole story. So what is the best option here? It helps you decide, okay, between 2 or 4. So number 7 fits better too. You tell the story to them, okay? So we told the whole story to them. Okay. Here, the best option is she brought back from her trip. She brought back souvenirs from her trip for me. Okay. And the last one, we removed the show from the schedule because we sold too few tickets. So a small amount, small quantity. Okay. So let's check the answers. Okay, correct. So people, take a picture and try to memorize, especially the second part, because here we have the first part, quantifiers, okay? And here, number 6 and number 7, we had some prepositions that are tricky. So try to take notes, okay? All right, next activity, vocabulary. Let's take a look. The vocabulary from Unit 6, back to our page on Google Classroom, has to do with agent nouns, okay? In the other topic, we were checking examples of double object verbs. This is what we saw previously, okay, that I said prepositions, but in reality, it was example of, they were showing examples of double object verbs, okay, guys? And the vocabulary is about agent nouns. What are agent nouns? Usually when we talk about the people who perform something, like an actor, a professor, a singer, a musician. So usually the professions, they give us examples of agent nouns, okay? So back to our page there. Here, let me just show you the back to our lesson. Can you see that? Where I told you that number 6 and number 7 were prepositions. In reality, here we had examples of double object verbs. Okay, so here she brought back souvenirs from her trip for me. Okay, so bring something for. And here, tell something to somebody. Okay, guys? So you know that these verbs, they take 2 different objects, direct object and indirect object. Okay? That's the idea. Now, let's go over to agent nouns and some other words related to Unit 6. Okay? So complete the sentences with the correct words from the word bank. So we have musician, artist, governor, supporter, portrait, no. We have actor. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 agent nouns. And the other words, they are related to photography, because Unit 6 talks about images. Okay, so we have out of focus, selfie stick, picture frame, portraits, and flash. Okay, so all related to photography. So let's see the first one then. Someone who plays the piano or guitar is a, very easy, musician. Okay, no doubt about it. Number 2, if you support someone or something, you are a supporter, right? So, okay, so agent nouns is a very simple topic. Number 3, a person who governs a state is called a governor, okay? Now, number 4, a person who appears in a play or a movie is an artist or an actor? An actor, okay. All right. Number 5, someone who paints or makes sculpture is an artist, okay. So far, so good? Yes? Okay. So very simple, isn't it? Now let's see vocabulary related to photography. The first one, this photo would look better in a picture frame. Okay? Picture frame in Portuguese is porta-retrato. Okay? Number 7, this photo isn't clear. It's out of focus. Okay? Okay? Now, you can use a to get more light in the photo. So you can use a flash. Okay. Number 9. We took a picture of ourselves using a selfie stick. Okay. Great. And finally, I love taking pictures of people. Portraits can be so interesting. So there you go. Okay, guys, so checking the answers. Perfect. There you go. Oops, sorry. Let me show you the answers so you can take a picture. I'm sorry. There you go. All right. So just before we go, because I know we are short on time, let's do the English for real. Okay, English for real, not English for Rio. English for real in this lesson, guys, is about giving and accepting compliments. Okay, and if you don't remember, the word compliment means elogios in Portuguese. Okay, so giving and accepting compliments. So let's go there. Here we have match the response to the compliment. The first one, I love your haircut. What do you think? Thanks. I've always wanted short hair. That's a good one, okay? Next one. What a great color on you. So this is the best one, right? Oh, do you think so? I don't usually wear purple. So let's put it there and okay. Next one. I really liked your presentation. Very good. Really? It wasn't too boring? And then that photo looks great. Oh, you don't think it's out of focus? Okay. Oh my God, it doesn't want to go. Okay. Yes, perfect. And last but not least, that's a nice suit. Oh, I like your suit too. Okay. So checking the answers. Perfect. So take a picture, please. Okay, people. So we reviewed by doing the tests from units 5 and 6. And the mock test or the simulado, I will send over to you via WhatsApp. Okay? I will try to send it over to you right after class so you can do it. Okay? But don't worry, it's very simple. All right? So let's go over to our page on Google Classroom. Here, what have we done today? So today we reviewed the most important topics from units 5 and 6. Okay? And now all I want you to do is to do the other activities on the platform if you have the material. And if not, you can study by following the topics here on Google Classroom because we posted some exercises for you right here. Look, they all have to do with our test, okay? The topics and everything. Look, so you can study using this material, no problem, all right? So people, thank you very much for coming, and I hope you have some time to study for your test. If you have any questions, please send me a message, all right? And then we can have our test normally next week, okay? Let me take a final picture before we go, as usual. Thank you, Kawane, Manu, Rebecca. You did a great job today. I'm very proud of you. Okay? Congratulations. And I hope to see you again on Monday. All right? Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye. And study for your test. Okay? Bye-bye, girl.
Bye-bye, teacher.
Bye bye, teacher.
Bye-bye, girls. Take care.